Welcome back to Sport World, your home of sports news. Let's get right into it. Raheem Sterling scored his first Arsenal goal and Jack Porter became the club's youngest ever starter in a 5-1 rout of Bolton in the League Cup on Wednesday, while Liverpool reached the last 16 with a 5-1 win against troubled West Ham. Sterling marked his maiden Arsenal start following his transfer deadline day move from Chelsea with a second-half strike in the third-round tie at the Emirates Stadium. The 29-year-old will hope his goal marks the start of a career revival after a disappointing two-year spell at Chelsea. Gunners boss Mikel Arteta had made 7 changes from Sunday's stormy 2-2 draw at Premier League champions Manchester City, including giving goalkeeper Porter his record-breaking debut in place of the injured David Raya. Aged 16 years and 72 days old, Porter was the youngest player ever to start for Arsenal, surpassing the previous record holder Cesc Fabregas, who was 16 years and 177 days when he played against Rotherham in 2003. Porter was Arsenal's second youngest ever player overall after Ethan Nwaneri, who was 15 years and 181 days. When he made his debut in 2022, Declan Rice put Arsenal ahead in North London after 16 minutes with a clinical finish from the edge of the area for his first goal of the season. Fittingly on Porter's record-setting day, it was Nwaneri who doubled Arsenal's lead in the 37th minute with his first goal for the club. The 17-year-old forward celebrated his first Arsenal start with a close-range finish from Sterling's cross. Nwaneri struck again for minutes after halftime with a composed strike from 12 yards. Porter had to pick the ball out of the net for the first time in his Arsenal career in the 53rd minute when Aaron Collins jinked around him and slotted into the empty net. Sterling netted in the 64th minute, tapping in after Saka's cross was spilled by Bolton keeper Luke Southwood, and Kai Havertz grabbed the fifth from close range in the 78th minute. At Anfield, Diogo Jota and Cody Gakpo scored twice as Liverpool's understudies demolished West Ham to increase the scrutiny on Julian Lopetegui. Under pressure after winning only one of his first 5 league games since replacing David Moyes, former Real Madrid chief Lopetegui made 8 changes from the 3-0 defeat against Chelsea last weekend. Despite spending £120 million $159 million on new signings, Lopetegui was jeered by furious fans on Saturday after becoming the first West Ham manager to suffer 3 consecutive losses at home to start a season. The Hammers took a surprise lead in the 21st minute as Kostas Tsimikas' miscued clearance deflected and off Liverpool defender Jarell Quansah for a farcical own goal. Reds manager Arne Slot had made 9 changes from Saturday's win over Bournemouth as Italy forward Federico Chiesa made his first start since his move from Juventus, and Jota equalized for minutes later, the Portugal forward out-jumping West Ham keeper Lucas Fabianski to nod in Chies's volley. Jota struck again in the 49th minute as he exchanged passes with Curtis Jones and drilled past Fabianski. Mohamed Salah came off the bench to score in the 74th minute with a simple finish after Alexis Mac Allister's shot was pushed into his path. West Ham were in disarray and Edson Alvarez was sent off in the 76th minute for a second booking after chopping down Salah, capping another torrid day for Lopetegui. Gakpo smashed home from 18 yards in the 90th minute and then guided a deflected effort beyond Fabianski moments later. Robert Lewandowski's goal against Getafe put him in the La Liga history books. The striker opened up the scoring for Hansi Flick's side in the 19th minute, recording his 7th goal of the 2024-25 La Liga season. In just 76 La Liga appearances with Barcelona, Lewandowski has found the back of the net 49 times, officially becoming the league's all-time leading Polish goalscorer. The record was previously held by Jan Urban, who scored 48 goals in 177 La Liga games. Lewandowski tied his record at the weekend when he bagged a brace in the Catalans' 5-1 rout over Villarreal, and now he stands alone as the greatest Polish goalscorer to ever play in La Liga. The record-breaking goal wasn't anything spectacular, but it embodied how great the 36-year-old has been for the Catalans since joining the club in 2022. Jules whipped in a cross from the overlap and David Soria mistakenly swatted it right to Lewandowski, who guided it home with his right boot. Moving on to UEFA European League. In Norway, Spain under-23 international Samuel Omorodian continued his red-hot form by scoring in Porto's 3-2 loss to FK Bodo Glimt at Aspmyra Stadium. Signed from Atletico de Madrid after a proposed move to Chelsea fell through, Omorodian's goal against the Norwegian side meant he has now scored in 3 consecutive games and took his tally to 4 for the Portuguese side. Omorodian opened the scoring in the 8th minute when he sent a glancing header past the goalkeeper after a pass from defender Francisco Moura. At Volkspark Stadion in Hamburg, Super Eagles midfielder Fisao Dili-Bashiru marked his return to the squad with a goal and an assist, helping Lazio secure a 3-0 victory over Ukrainian side Dynamo Kyiv. Before the visit to Germany, the Manchester City Academy product had been benched for Lazo's last two league matches. Bashiru latched onto Vecino's through ball and expertly placed his shot into the back of the net to double Lazio's advantage in the 33rd minute. 2 minutes later, the Lazio number 7 turned from scorer to provider when he delivered a curling right-footed cross to Baladia, who leapt high to nod in his second of the game. In the last goal of the encounter, Bashiru was substituted in the 79th minute for Tijani Nazlin, who was later sent off for violent conduct. Manchester United are regarded as one of the favourites to win this season's Europa League, but they had to settle for a 1-1 draw in their opening league phase match against Twente on what proved to be a mixed night for Christian Eriksen. The Red Devils eventually took the lead 10 minutes before halftime when Eriksen lashed home his third goal in as many games after the ball fell for him on the edge of the penalty area, and they looked comfortable until midway through the second half. It was at that point that Twente began to cause more problems, and it was Eriksen giving the ball away inside his own half that led to Lammers running in on goal and firing past Andre Onana. United did push for a winner in the final 20 minutes, with Joshua Zirkzee, Bruno Fernandes, and Alejandro Garnacho all going close, but they couldn't find a winner against the team Erik ten Hag represented as a player. That would be all for now. Do subscribe and turn on the notification icon to never miss out on any news shared. Thanks.